Welcome to Inside the Ant Farm.
Jon Snow knows nothing about beer.
But we do. Because we got the Alma Gang Take the Black Stout Game of Thrones special beer, people. We're drinking this tonight.
I cannot wait.
Look at that.
So
Look at that. I don't even know if that can translate. I'm surprised my video is not destroying itself right now. Prost.
I'm ready, Prost. Let's do this.
Oh. You know what was sucking? This was actually a terrible beer, but it's actually quite delicious. It's motor oil.
Tastes like a White Walker's dick. Oh, no, that's good. That's delicious.
And there you go, man. Not even 10 seconds into 49 seconds into the podcast.
I didn't say I was going to cuss.
Not family friendly, people.
Welcome.
This is our post Comic Con.
This is safe for work.
And you heard James in the background.
Safe for work. Yeah, this is post Comic Con, man. Our life's been changed. Mine's
you have
been blown.
notes. Look at you.
I always have notes.
On your new Samsung Galaxy S4 by Samsung.
It looks like my old one because my other one broke.
You broke it. What a piece of crap.
It just died. It stopped working.
Right.
It was not my fault. Hey, but this looks exactly like my old one, except less chips.
You were putting it between your butt cheeks, so that might have helped.
No, I don't think that would kill a phone. I don't know. If I poured water on it,
who knows?
Maybe. I don't know.
I have a shirt. Look at this. One up. It's hard to see in this shot.
No, you got it. They should get
$5 and $5 below.
If people know Mario, they'll get the Just Fit. The Mario Brothers.
Soft. $5.
So I'm not going to go into How's. We'll do the How's Your Week after we do the news and notes because we were both at Comic Con for the week. So
good idea.
I got a couple news and notes, and I
got like one thing.
Some of the stuff I read, some of the stuff I heard about. Most of the stuff I heard from IGN, but that's all right.
Of course you did.
Did you hear about the letter Anthony Hopkins penned to Breaking Bad?
Oh, of course it did. So Bryan Cranston personally.
But he also penned it to
That's how you know you're on IGN. Because IGN said it was to Breaking Bad, it was to Bryan Cranston. And then he mentions them in the.
He mentioned. Well, he said make sure you mention everyone else, and he signed it Tony Hopkins.
Tony Hopkins, because that's
actually what he calls himself. That's what he calls himself, is Tony.
It's casual.
Just everyone else calls him Sir Anthony.
Tony, call me Tony. Hey, Tony Hopkins.
I'm Tony. Tony.
Love to see your show while I eat fava beans in a person's skull.
What? Come on, man.
He's still handled.
That's not just him.
He's all you can handle.
Just keep playing King Lear, okay? But he penned this letter basically saying that Bryan Cranston's performance as Walter White in Breaking Bad was the best performance of all time.
Yeah.
Which is
coming from one of the best actors of all time. I'll take it.
Can you even imagine?
I'll take it as if I'm Bryan Cranston. Thank you, Tony Hopkins. I'll call you Tony because you called yourself.
I'm
Tony.
only about halfway through the third season. It is one of the best performances I've ever seen.
I'm going to form a band with Anthony Hopkins called Tony and the Dream Tones.
Are you the Dream Tones? Is that what you're trying to claim?
Yeah,
you smug bastard.
By the way, there's an auto place in Syracuse called Anthony Masello, and someone said Anthony Maselli today, and I was like,
Angela, Samantha, Mona, Jonathan.
It was great. He's like, no, Masello. I was like, please say go back to saying it was Maselli.
It's like, nope, I can't unhear that. Sorry. Have you heard about Ubisoft is delaying The Crew and Watch Dogs until April of 2014?
Yeah, I saw that.
It sucks. I mean, especially because they had a bundle for Watch Dogs for some people. I guess they're still honoring the bundle, but what they're going to do is give them the PlayStation, then give them later when it comes out. It's pretty lame. I wouldn't want that. I want the game right now. That's
the weird part about that is that they've been showing that game at shows for a while. I think what they're doing, the reason they're doing this is not for technical issues, even though they're saying it is. I think it's because they want to get that open world, stealing cars, killing people thing out of the way for people that are playing GTA 5 right now.
That makes sense.
Especially with the online that gives it more legs.
Yeah.
The GTA 5 is actually is going to be, people are going to be playing that for a couple months at least.
Well, the online is very replayable, especially if you have like one of those people that has a lot of PlayStation friends. So it does make sense for that.
Or some people that have the Skull France crew like us.
Party of two. At least we can do two.
No, I told my friend Sharifi to join.
2 missions, huh?
I told my friend Sharifi to join.
He's in.
I might send him an invite when I'm in. If I have powers to do that, I don't know.
Just don't be an 11-year-old boy.
He may watch.
I'm tired of playing that. Yeah.
Hi, I'm gonna kill someone. Let's go get this guy.
Well, you're all playing a chick.
Luckily, I'm really good. No, I'm not.
I'm playing a dude now. Fine, dude. Good.
I just played the chick to try to see if it changed
To
my...
see if you're like, hey, how you doing, man?
Well, it does change the beginning,
Yeah, to Lamar picking you up and trying to hit on you.
It's actually pretty funny.
I saw it online.
We've been talking so much, maybe I think we should get together or something. And then you, like, throw the rose he gives you on the ground.
Oh, Lamar. You stereotype you.
He's funny, though. He's a funny stereotype, at least. Yeah, so that's going to be delayed. Another thing I just heard...
Uh-oh.
Actually, no. One thing I want to talk about... No, one more game thing, and then we'll go into that.
Yeah, make it short.
Mass Effect 4. They finally started talking a little bit about it, and basically, I guess they were talking about it at Comic-Con. I don't know what panel this was, because I totally missed this panel. Was there a BioWare?
There's a BioWare panel, yeah.
There was? I didn't. Okay, they must have been talking about there.
I just thought it was going to be like a writer, like a couple writers talking. I was like, I don't really want to hear that. So.
I guess they talked about Mass Effect 4, and they said they were trying to have nothing to do with Shepard or any of the events of that trilogy timeline, which...
That makes sense.
I understand not having to do with Shepard, but maybe I feel like those events, maybe that was just me thinking that in the continuation it would have affected... I think
that what they don't want to do is live in the shadow of the first trilogy, because they're
going to.
That trilogy speaks for itself, but they can, just like
Especially the end.
Just like GTA, it can expand beyond that. It can use some elements from it, but it doesn't have to be the embodiment of that. That's what makes GTA so great, and I think that's what's going to make Mass Effect 4 great.
I love GTA.
There's some great writers behind it. Casey Hudson's
so.
Still backing the project, which I thought he did a great job in Mass Effect 3 besides the ending. But
well, I guess I think he was the one who was talking about it, and he also said...
it was actually Mark, I can't remember the guy. It's Mark something, the writer.
But he stands behind his ending. It's like, it was my ending.
Yeah,
I did
he's the writer for it.
I don't care.
Yeah,
okay.
And for what it was, it was an ending. It was an ending. It wasn't great, but it was. It was what it was, and the series was.
You
great.
still a single teardrop from it, though.
I wasn't one of the people that was upset with the ending. I felt a little bit gypped by it.
What about
when
Anderson was like this, and he's like Anderson, and he's like he looks over, and he's dead.
No, that's where it should have ended, right there, and then he looks out, and then it ends. Because you knew, but at that point you didn't need to know, like, oh, Shepard's he's gonna destroy the world now. No, he won. Like, he won, the battle's won, and he's still alive. Or you can make it so it looks like maybe he didn't live.
It wasn't one when Anderson died, so it would have just been like a Tony Soprano.
No, but that's cathartic. That's a cathartic ending.
I don't know, it would have been a Soprano ending for me. Like, where he's just sitting there... And then it ends. It's
which is nice,
okay.
yeah. But like in that Sopranos ending, which I didn't see, but I've heard,
it's terrible.
There's an assassin like coming to kill him, wasn't there?
Sort of,
yeah.
Maybe.
And see, that I like that.
Maybe he gets away.
I like that.
Maybe he does a flip over the table and gets out.
I like that. Like it gives you a chance to interpret your own ending instead of just being like spoon fed. You get one of these 3 endings.
As the Kimmy Matum says, no, give my own ending.
Have you seen the Reapers? The thing that the Reapers indoctrination arguments?
Scenario? Yes, I have.
Because the red ending seems like the good ending, but it must be the Reaper ending because usually the red is bad and blue is good.
Yeah, it was very confusing. Yeah. Like when I was going to pick it, I didn't know what to pick. I had no clue.
I picked green because
I didn't have green my first time. I had red or blue, and I think I picked red actually because I was like, red makes more sense to me.
I picked red the first time because I didn't have green, but then I had green the second time. I was like green.
Yeah, I picked green.
Synergy,
jump
baby.
into the light.
I picked red though because I wanted to see my Shepard get back. I was like, it's like this is the only way Shepard's getting back up, and then because the other one's like, you will die. There's no chance of you living, and I was like, okay, well I'll go to the other one then. And then of course the breath. Spoiler, but come on, the game's like a year old now. Go play it if you haven't yet.
Okay, and one more for you. How was Walking Dead premiere for you, huh?
Didn't watch it yet.
Didn't watch it yet? Oh my, come on! You're supposed to watch that stuff.
So we can't talk about it. Next topic.
Get on it. All I can say is, yes, let's do this.
I say you're on Team Rick again?
I am. There's a lot of...
He's out of fucks to give.
There's a lot of dynamic shift going on, because it's like about 6 months-ish later,
I'm out of fucks to give, Carl, okay? No fucks left. They're all gone.
But there's a lot of cool little quirks in it, and a lot of cool little character twists that you'll find in the first...
See, I didn't watch it in protest of not being able to make it into the screen.
Okay, I understand that, because I was pissed off, too, so... okay, let's get into it. Let's get into New York.
Segue, baby!
Sort of segue. So 4 days. We went down Wednesday, actually, so 5 days. But Comic-Con was Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We had 4-day passes.
And it was pretty awesome. People were like, "Oh, I got 4 days, man. You must been a lot." I'm like,
they thought we were like heroes. We were basically VIPs because we had 4-day passes.
But we weren't VIPs, or we would have been able to get in. Yeah, or we would have been able to get all those panels. We literally watch people, like, if you have the ultimate VIP pass, you can literally just walk in front of the lines whenever you want. And so we just, like, watch these people just walk in the whole time.
Like, I'm going to this panel. Yeah. See you later.
They might have just been like pie faced us and they're like, "We're cutting you," because it's just like, oh.
It's like, can someone come over here? I'm going to walk on people if you guys just make a little break.
Keep your nuts out so I can hit your nuts, okay? I'm going to hit your privates, the sensitive areas, the fleshy bits. I was like,
you're not getting into this panel.
So we had our first experience with a con. This is our first con experience of all time.
This is our first ever real, besides Halloween, really.
New York Comic Con, by the way, for those who didn't see the last episode, the special.
It's our first ever cosplay experience.
Which you didn't share, by the way.
What did I share?
You didn't share the last IAF. The special.
Oh, I did?
Comic-Con. No.
I didn't even know it was out. You didn't tell me.
Yes, I did. I told you on Facebook. Check the message right now. Go to. I'm gonna talk over it. Okay, so
no, let's go.
So we actually went to all the same panels. There's only one other panel that I went to that you didn't go to, which was the Thrilling Adventure Hour. So I'll talk about that real quick first. Okay. Me and Jamie, we waited online to go to see the Thrilling Adventure Hour, which is one of my favorite podcasts. As you've heard on, if you've heard any of the other podcasts we've talked about podcasts on Meta. And we got to see people like Paul F. Tompkins and Molly Quinn from Castle was there as well.
She's a cutie.
Yeah, she's a much better looking person. And and a bunch of other the work juice players, as they're called. They talked about a lot of good jokes. Mark Evan Jackson, who plays the Sparks Nevada, was there, and him and Paul F. Tompkins both showed up late for whatever reason, but it was funny. And it was a good time. They really had a really good panel. Jamie actually said, like, "Oh, I want to kind of watch that now, or I want to listen to that now because I really enjoyed their panel."
Well, and, Paul F. Tompkins is hilarious he's one of those people that's just funny in any situation he's in. Even if he's trying to be serious, he's still a little bit enough funny that he's endearing.
Yeah, people kept asking him like questions that there would be no way he could answer, so he kept just answering them anyway. Yeah, and he's like, "I'm going to give you an answer, even though there's no way I can answer that question." And like sometimes they would just throw questions at like Ben Blacker and Ben Acker, who are the two creators of the Thrilling Adventure, would just throw the questions to him, and and he would just knock him out of the park. He's just a really good.
He's like a Jason Mantzoukas. He's just terrific. Just
a good stream of consciousness. A cleaner version, better dressed Jason Mantzoukas. Yes, if as that would go. But,
I'm sorry I missed it. I really wanted to be there, but. We just didn't get there in time.
No, it's okay. Yeah, we
that first time you hit that line and they're like, you can't get in line, it's demoralizing. You're like, damn it. I just ran across the damn thing. I had to fight like 8 Captain Americas to get here,
Well, like, I tried to go to the...
a line, it's like the evil ex-boyfriends from...
let's talk about our
Scott Pilgrim.
Panel disappointments.
I actually have a couple... I have like the negatives and positives I wrote down.
Look at that.
The couple things obviously were things that we probably should have known going into it. You don't realize how big those crowds are until you get in the crowd.
Until you just start throwing elbows. That's why that bionic arm one day. So
the crowds at some point were awful. It was like
mob mentality, dude. It's mob mentality.
And we have a stroller in the middle of them. We have a stroller.
Poor little baby. Yeah.
And Aiden was changed a little bit by how much it is. Like, we had to take him down a notch the last couple of days was so just like, because everything is so hyped up there, he just absorbed that energy and he was like just yelling at us and stuff like that.
Yeah. I want to listen.
He's just yelling in our faces.
That's the best.
And even when he went to the babysitter first day, she's like, he has been very riled up all day. I'm like, yeah, we're trying to bring him back down. Now he's better already. Being in a natural place and being in his own bed and stuff like that. He was so excited by the city, but he was so overwhelmed by how many people were there, I think. He just wanted to see everything. Like, we're going around the con, you see his head,
it was sensory overload.
His head's just going like this, like spinning around, like looking at everything. And all the cool, comic book characters and stuff that he
got to meet Harry Potter, who is a girl.
That was my different panel thing. Yeah. Was we went to Harry Potter, wand dueling.
She's a girl. I was like, okay.
There was a girl Harry Potter, a girl Snape. They dressed like boys, but the girl actually, because he was the smallest person there, it was like they were basically showing you how to duel, And it was like, 1, 2, and they're showing like the different moves that they do, which is kind of cool actually. But he wasn't really big enough for it. So what they did was they brought him in the middle first and went, oh, and he was like, waving at everyone. And then Harry Potter, the chick who was playing Harry Potter, just sat in the corner with him and just hung out with him, and like was like playing with him, and taught him the tickle spell, and he was tickling Snape and stuff like that. It was really like endearing, and it was probably my defining moment at the con. Like I was like, wow, okay, I'm glad we brought him. I'm glad he had this experience because he had a lot of fun doing it. He still does his little tickle spell with his.
Well, it's better than the spell that makes you sad or makes you fall down and die.
Fall down and die. There's two. Yeah.
Those were his previous spells. Wow. Wow, Dark Wizard if I ever saw
the food prices they made movie prices look reasonable.
I told Jamie when we got there, I'm like, remember, baby, this is the airport. Everything is more expensive.
It was like the movies times 2. I've never seen anything like it, like $4.50 for a soda and like $5 for a pretzel, and I think I bought a fruit roll for $2.50. I was like,
I'm pretty sure I had it was like a Korean hot dog thing, but I'm pretty sure it was dog meat in there somewhere.
We saw it. It was pretty bad.
It was rough.
Like it looked cool on the poster. Yeah, Tim had.
It was actually good because they put sriracha on it, and that makes everything better. Obviously, sriracha kids.
But it was
screen top
expensive. Like luckily, a lot of times we brought stuff in, but there was a couple times like we just ran out of food, or like Aiden would not eat another Cliff Bar, so we had to like forage for something else. It was brutal.
But there's a lot of good stuff off site. Which bar did you end up going to? You said you went to a bar. You just went to your hotel bar?
No. We actually went to the hotel bar once. That was just me and Tim. Though. Yeah.
That was good. You guys get to bro down a little bit.
That was good.
Our little brother Tim was with us
for the first 2 days.
Yeah, for the first 2 days, as was Jess's family. To her parents and her brother, her oldest brother.
The bar's name was Hudson something. I'm trying to think what it was. It was right near us.
Hudson. I remember you sent it to me, but we were.
It was Hudson something. It was.
I think we might have been in the panel.
It was a little more expensive than being up here.
It's gonna be.
It was like $10 for a burger or something.
We went to Twins Pub and we just drank there. We didn't eat because so let's talk about our cosplay a little bit.
Okay. First day, just chilled, just regular clothes. It was nice, and you did regular clothes too. Second day, I was Nathan Drake from the Uncharted series.
And was Victor Sullivan, the sidekick from the
And we were supposed to hang out, but we didn't get to hang out like the whole day. So our costume really was kind of
you were like Nathan Drake if he had knocked up Elena, because you had a baby with you and you're
and I let myself go.
Like I'm a house.
But the cool thing was, I personally think I had the best Nathan Drake costume. There's a couple.
There's a lot of bad. A lot of people just wearing like a t-shirt over a head.
Yeah, there's a lot of not good costumes.
But you know what though? You the other tried. As long as they weren't just wearing like a hoodie with I got the hoodie that says Spider-Man on it. I'm Spider-Man. Like, okay.
Yeah, but they did try it. But I was happy that I think I had the best costume out of everyone there.
Yeah, you did. You really went all out with you have the bandolier going on.
I love that bandolier.
Nice shirt.
I want to find more things.
You've got your haircut kind of like that.
Not right.
I'm winning in the hair off.
So you definitely did good with the mustache. Though I thought that was awesome.
I made that myself too.
Yeah,
because I actually had a real hair mustache, and it's gone. It just flew off in the ether. It was like the perfect color and everything. The perfect color, looked perfect. And like 2 days before, I noticed I was like, I can't find it, and so I quickly ordered the only mustache that was on Amazon Prime, so I get free shipping, which was still really cheap. It came with a set though called the Old Man set. And so when the mustache came, it was literally just a sticker with like hair on it. It was the worst looking thing ever. But then I looked at the hat because it was an old man hat with hair on the sides, and I cut off the side of the brim of the hat, trimmed down the hair because the hair was like really long. I trimmed it down to like mustache length and like even like mustache kind of contour.
Okay.
Yeah, and so it actually took 2 attempts. The first attempt was too short. I looked like Hitler, like an old Hitler. And so I was like, okay,
you could have done it as a costume.
Let's not do that
old
one.
Hitler. That would
awesome. So I made this one a little longer.
Nobody was doing old Hitler. You'd be like, I survived.
Yeah. I've been living in Brazil. Like, okay,
Argentina. Yeah. I think your costume was terrific. It was spot on.
Yeah, which I haven't seen a picture of it yet.
I have a picture. Okay. I don't have it on my phone. It's on Facebook though. Because my phone
tag me. What the heck?
I will when I get home.
But your other costume.
My other costume was Doctor Who.
The
11th Doctor. If anyone really cares.
Which one's that?
Matt
people
Smith.
Yeah, Matt Smith.
Matt Smith. That would be the last Doctor that's...
Is that what he wore a fez?
In one episode. But he always goes, fez are cool, so I put it on. Plus, my issue was, first of all, that morning I woke up and one of my contacts was gone. I tried to put in the contact thing, I must have missed it. Gone. So I had to wear my glasses, and then I must have forgot my bow tie. I still don't know where it is.
I didn't even notice
I had to buy a bow tie when I got in there. That's why I had the fez. I was like, I'll just put that on too.
They sold bow ties?
Yes, one of the Doctor Who stands had a Doctor Who fez and bow tie, so I was like, makes sense. I hate buying stuff there. I felt like a schlub. Just like, you can go as a guy from Mad Men with my, because I had the suit on.
You can go as Harry. You kind of got a Harry Knowles look about you. It would work. Like, I'm the TV guy.
Yeah. I was like, she's like, you can go as the guy from Mad Men. I'm like, honey, you're River Song. I want to be the same. The whole reason of this costume was to be this.
It's like only if you go. Yeah, only if you go as Christina Hendricks. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Wink.
She didn't have red hair though. But Jess, right when we were walking in, I think it vindicated her. Right, somebody goes, the Doctor and River, or they actually said River Song. They didn't even say the Doctor first. They said River Song, and like that was vindicated her.
It's fun. It's fun when people
she felt like,
shout out, and then you just kind of give them a.
That's what people go do.
You harassed me all weekend for it.
There we go.
People go, what? Nathan Drake.
Well, because not everybody knows that. Because not everybody knows
Nathan Drake. That's what they use for that.
And you're just trying to get them to turn around and so you can take their picture. You're like, hey, stupid McBumblefuck. And they're like, I don't know what
I
you're
did not
saying.
sound like that.
Hey,
Yeah, sounds like
hey, light bright guy, get over here.
Was there a life break?
There was a hairy Batgirl. It was a guy dressed as Batgirl, and they had like a lot of hair.
There was a Caprica 6 in drag that was fun.
There's a lot of people in drag actually.
Oh,
but-
I did get the Caprica.
But with weird boobs, like he had like I don't know if he had like some boob implants or like some hormones, but he still had the Adam's apple, so it was just like what?
By the way, that sound is gone. Jon Snow, you can't finish
You have
that.
to get another one.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool costumes though. There's a lot of people that put a lot of cool work into it. There's a couple Super Bros, of course. You know,
There was some
they got the
awesome
Under Armour
costumes.
Superman shirt.
You see that Bumblebee one with like the robotic fingers?
There's two robots. There's another.
There's a big green robot.
He's like white. with
Heisenberg
green
showed
lights.
Heisenberg showed me that one. By the way, on the bus back, I said Heisenberg. Whatever.
He said,
No spoilers.
I am the one who knocks.
He was the nice. I told him like you're the nicest Heisenberg ever. He actually made his the blue meth was he went to like a pick and mix and just took out a bunch of blue Jolly
Yeah,
Ranchers.
I heard him talking about that.
we talked like almost all the way home.
I noticed until you fell asleep.
No, we stopped talking because I think he wanted to go to sleep is what he said and I didn't want to like keep bothering him, but he liked
No, we will talk, Heisenberg.
like he knew what poor
It's like,
Jervis
I am
is.
the one who sleeps.
He knew what poor Jervis used to be like a salesman, I guess. And it was funny because we were both. He was talking about the Hollywood theater, but I forgot. I didn't assume he's from Syracuse, even though we're going to Syracuse. And so I was. He was like, "Oh, there's this cheap theater near me that has really, has movies like just a couple months after the real movie." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, like we have one of those called Hollywood." He's like, "Yes, that one." I was
So,
like, "Oh, okay."
are you guys gonna hang out soon?
No, I didn't get his name.
Are you gonna be as Jesse?
I'm gonna
like,
say.
yeah, bitch,
That's
I
what
got your mess
I
right
actually
here.
asked him that. I'm like, did because he's like, all these Jessies kept coming out to me. I'm like, well, like, yo,
great.
bitch, and he's like, no,
That's
they're really kind of nice. I guess like this, there's like a bunch of kids trying to get his attention in like a McDonald's or something, and he's with his kids though, so he's like just kind of doing his thing. And they just kept trying like, oh, Heisenberg. So he came over and was like, what? And they got scared and they ran away. Like, that's a pretty badass story. I like that.
It was a pretty good costume. I remember seeing him like I think it was a Friday. I remember seeing him in the costume, so I remember his face, and I was like, he was a good Heisenberg. I was like, yeah, good Heisenberg. Thank you. I like I said, it's really cool when you get a guy that looks like a costume. There's a lot of 10th Doctors, the David Tennant Doctor, that look like David Tennant.
I saw there's a really skinny like David Tennant looking guy, and there was
Whimsic Alley.
There was like a TARDIS, like a big like tent looking like made of like tent material.
Yes,
TARDIS.
that was over by the Dalek. Yes.
It was by when I saw it was by 1D. And he like had his leg up on it and people kept taking pictures of him.
Well, we were actually going to buy that for Aiden before I made the one I made, but it was $100.
Good thing you made it.
It was $100, so I was like,
come on, yours looks so much cooler, dude.
ours was definitely cool. I'm glad I did it.
DIY, baby.
Glad I did it. Do it yourself.
No, DIY. Yeah, that's it.
But there's a lot of cool David Tennant looking people. There's one dude that looked exactly like Solid Snake. It was spot on. Solid Snake.
I saw those Ellies, by the way. The two, and
yes,
one Ellie was better than Joel.
See? There's a couple Joels. Yeah, there's a couple Joels there too. I was pretty. Joel. If we
I
go
was an
next
old
year,
grizzled dude, I would totally rock.
If
Joel.
we go next year, I think I'm gonna try to rock Joel.
From The Last of Us, people play the game if you haven't yet. It's a great game.
It's still my favorite game of the year, even though I love GTA 5. It's still my favorite game of the year.
I'm loving Beyond Two Souls so far. By the way, this is a good segue. Real quick, just a tangent.
Segue back.
I'm playing
back to a segue.
I'm playing Beyond Two Souls right now.
I can't wait for
I'm
you,
having
so.
a great time.
I'm waiting for you. You can borrow my Assassin's Creed. How about that?
I will. I'll definitely do that. Yeah.
Okay.
I brought my Assassin's Creed 3 back, which is kind of sad. I was thinking about playing the game, and I've never sold games back before.
Did you finish the game?
Okay.
It was a great game.
But yeah, I never sold games back before, so I was really sad. I actually felt sad.
Well, I have BioShock Infinite and Red Dead Redemption. You
good thing that you
sell BioShock back.
I'm not gonna play it again, man.
Yeah. I'm probably I don't know. It's just not my cup of tea for some reason.
Oh, there was an awesome Elizabeth.
I saw it.
I almost ran into it. And I was just like,
yeah.
I mean, you're my daughter. I mean, oh my god.
I love you.
You're my daughter.
There's no Big Daddy though. I was waiting for a Big Daddy.
No Big Daddies in Infinite. Come on.
No, but I'm saying in BioShock World, I was waiting for like a Big Daddy to pop.
I was surprised. There's nothing about Battlestar Galactica at all anywhere. And I saw nothing.
Well, the first 2 days at least, I didn't see any Nathan Drakes. That's why I was kind of happy I did Nathan Drake.
I saw one
I
other
see Annie
Winter
on
Soldier,
Friday,
which is my other costume.
Oh yeah, I did see the other Winter Soldier too, but yours is better.
No, his was better. He had a perfect star. Like he had he's the American Winter Soldier with the star, and he had the perfect length of hair. No, yeah, the guy I saw was awesome. And
I saw a comedian.
He had a perfect domino mask.
Speaking of that,
that guy wasn't good. Yeah, but he tried, and that's what matters. Yeah. By the way, if you want to see my my Winter Soldier, most of the cosplay, I didn't have like the gloves on, I didn't have the mask on at the time that the picture was taken. It's on Facebook. Check my Facebook.
Get that mask on, okay? That's your Halloween costume, okay?
No, dude, I have my Firefly costume.
You got Malcolm Reynolds. So the two other things didn't get to meet Felicia Day. A little pissed about that.
She was in the signing in the.
I was gonna go in the signing line. Those lines are so.
They were crazy.
Like, it was when
Thank you for bringing that up.
When I missed the Thrilling Adventure Hour, I was gonna go get. I was like, I got $30. I'll go get something signed by Felicia Day. And then I looked at the line. I'm like, God damn, I'm not gonna sit here with Aiden in line for 2 hours.
It was crazy.
I'm like,
but no. I guess there were some of the line, like some of the people had like nobody on their booths. Heisenberg was telling me he went to.
Jason David Frank.
I know. I forgot who. Yeah, I forgot who he said.
Green Ranger thinks
he's like,
cool.
He's like, oh, this person, blah blah. Next to him had like nobody in line, so I went and talked to him for a while because he was just bored, and I was like, well, I'm sorry for that person, but at least you got to chat with someone. That's cool.
He's like, do you know me? He's like, no.
By the way, who's the surprise celebrity we saw on stage?
Oh, on stage during the Defiance panel. Or at the end of the Defiance panel, whenever they let everybody just pour in before we even leave, before people left, which we weren't leaving. We were going to watch the league anyway,
which was effing crazy.
Yeah, it was really it was like bedlam. But then Patrick Stewart came up on stage to promote his new show. It was freaking awesome.
And by the way, Patrick Stewart's still the same. Like he's not aging.
Like he has like a small crease on each of his eyes. That's the only thing you can tell.
He's learned to stop aging.
But he's in a new show with Ian McKellen. I can't even remember. Oh, two different shows.
Two different shows.
And Grant Bowler.
And
I haven't got to that part yet. That's in my good part. I was still in my bad part. But yeah, we got to see Patrick Stewart. He was actually in my good part too. Because Patrick Stewart is the man. He's one of my favorite people. He's one of the people I wanted to see. He's one of the people I wanted to get an autograph from. I didn't
Well, I knew he was supposed to be there too. And so I was like, where is he? Is he just in the autograph booth? And then he came on stage and I was like,
yeah. We went, yay! And then Lee came on right after that and we had so much energy. I mean, I wasn't even tired. I was just like, let's go.
Well, the league was awesome. Like
so much fun.
Paul Scheer was on. Jason Mantzoukas was on.
Everyone was on, dude. Everyone was on. Yeah, everyone on the stage was on. Like even the writers were on. I was like, wow, they were popping off each other.
Well, you can tell like they write the show. Like, just how the humor was.
They were just popping. Everyone was popping off each other. I was like, this is great, man. It was such a fun panel.
And so the panel started out kind of innocently and ended up with babies getting fingered in the butthole. So yeah, that's how awesome that.
But you got to remember, that's probably Jason Mantzoukas.
Well, no, that was Paul Scheer that brought that up.
That's right. That's right.
Which you can tell Jason Mantzoukas is rubbing off on him from them being on the same podcast. Yeah. Like it was always. But
hilarious, that's what those people expect. The people that are in that panel, they expect that kind of raunchy humor, and they delivered very well. I mean, it was like a really good comedy act. Well, speaking of comedy acts, the Thursday night comedy show-
Gregway.
comedy act was great, with the exception of one person. Who was that, Mike?
That was Janine Garofalo.
Janine Garofalo.
She had one really like funny joke, but it's a joke from like 10 years ago. The loose meat sandwich.
Loose meat sandwich.
That
I remember that.
was hilarious.
I remembered it afterwards, but it was funny then too. But she was like so scattered, and she kept like
She was
looking
like,
at her
she was
notes.
literally kneeling down, like she was doing like the Tebow and like checking.
It's like, is it
checking her
alright if
notes.
I kneel? Because I don't know what I'm doing. It seems like they called her like 5 minutes before.
She's like moving these notes around, and, like she didn't know where her jokes were. Like she had brought Citizen Kane
and she
script
goes,
on
the
stage.
first joke, she's like, they told me to do a Doctor Who joke, and I was like, okay, we already told this.
But it wasn't a good
Concept
joke.
joke.
It
It
was
was
just
bad.
like it was like one of those. It's like one of those like Mad Lib jokes where you put Doctor Who in as the Mad Lib, and I was like, okay.
But Baron Vaughn, he was hilarious.
That was good. I
wanna see more of his
really
stuff.
like Mike Kaplan too. He,
I dig Mike Kaplan. I saw him on Last Comic Standing.
and Mike Drucker was really good.
Mike Drucker's really
I got
good.
to. That's one of the people I got to meet.
Oh yeah, really?
Yeah, when we go on the escalator, I said hi to him, talked to him for like half a minute, and then let him go because I was like,
I did this to
he's with
Sergeant
his
Slaughter.
girlfriend.
Sergeant Slaughter saluted me, so that
Awesome.
was my other thing.
Sergeant Slaughter was there, by the way, people. If you don't know who
every
that
day
is,
he's like, everyone come to my booth, please.
he looks so happy though. Still, I don't.
He
know.
looks
He was
so
definitely-
good. He's like
Yeah.
70 or something.
Yeah,
he
he's
still looks
old.
all right, man.
Well, he had the sunglasses on the cover with like the baggies.
but he's
and,
still,
that
I mean,
stuff.
come on. He shouldn't be like old and decrepit. He still looks pretty good. Like, he still is in shape.
He's in good shape, yeah.
Ish, you know, so.
Why not?
The not getting in the panel thing we already talked about. I'm not even going to get into it because it was so
Well, and that's a
demoralizing.
lesson learned. Lesson learned. You know what I'm saying?
We know for next time. Here's my good things. Kick-ass art. There's Artist Alley had so many cool little pieces. I wish we would have went back and
They had some really fun
I could have
books,
spent like
too.
$300 in Artist Alley just buying like those panels that people made, and people that I've never even heard of before had such good little art pieces of superheroes and stuff. There's a lot of cool stuff in there.
Well, a lot of those guys that are like cover artists too.
Oh, did you see that car that the guy was drawing on? He was like doing like artwork on the car. It was it was right when you went to Artist Alley. There was I think it was a Mustang, and he was doing like he did like this anime chick on the side, and he was doing like this cool thing over the front. I'm like, I want that car.
I did
man.
see a guy drawing on random pieces of like canvas, like when you come into the show floor, from the right side.
Okay.
A guy drawing. He's drawing a naked cow woman with boobs and with like 3 nipples on each boob, and I was like, wow, that's going on currently. It was a good picture though, but I mean, it
Somebody
was just like,
probably liked it. I also like the Mandalorian people. I want to join them. There's like in New York City, there is a Mandalorian dress up cosplay
well, yeah.
society
Yeah.
that you make your own Mandalorian costume and you like come hang out with them and you're like, "Oi, Mandalorians, we beat people up." I guess I guess you have to talk in an accent.
That's not Mandalorian code, okay?
But
it's about survival of the fittest.
little Mando aid and it was they had a lot of cool Mandalorian Boba Fett if you don't know what a Mandalorian is, like the Boba Fett look going on with the mask, and they did
Google
like
it, people.
they
Come
did
on.
like flames up. Some people like flames with their masks. It was really cool looking. I also, when I was in my Doctor Who costume, somebody gave me a Doctor Who New York Doctor Who cosplay society.
I
And,
saw that.
Be
You didn't
calm
join.
when we
Did you
dress
join
up.
it, though?
and- I'm not in New York City.
I don't. How does that work though? By the way, like I'm Doctor Who. I'm also Doctor
Actually,
Who.
I'm going to tell you, Mike. I'm going to tell you.
Let's hear it right now.
The way Doctor Who cosplay works is every time you see a doctor, you have to
Put
say
your finger
hello
in
to
your
them.
butt. Oh, okay.
You have to
We
say
have the
hello
same
to
thing.
them.
We have the same thing going on. The same thought process.
You have to say hello to them. So you go,
Finger
doctor,
butt,
doctor. So like if there's 18 doctors, it gets heady. You get doctor, doctor, doctor. You have to keep doing it. So that's the way it works. I was.
I rather do Who's the Boss cosplay.
I was
where you're
indoctrinated.
Angela.
Pretty. There's no Tony Maselli's there at all. Come on.
I think next year that's going to be our
Tony
cosplay.
Maselli.
I'll be Jonathan if you want to.
Fair enough.
Okay?
I'll be Angela.
I'll lose 1,000 pounds.
I'll lose one. I'll lose 1,000. I'll lose bones.
1 metric ton.
Bones and skin. There's a lot of awesome costumes. We already talked about that. There's a lot of fun, nerdy interactions. Like at one point, over by the Dalek, every day we had to stop by the big Dalek
Well,
that
yeah,
had the
'cause Aiden-
Union Jack on it because Aiden wanted to see it. But one day we stopped over there, and there's like 30 Doctor Who's in a picture together. And so
You
they're
didn't
all
join them,
like, I didn't, because Jess was like getting a little weird about it, and I didn't want to jump in there. I was like the worst looking Doctor Who of them all. They were like, especially the 9th Doctors, the guys that look like Chris Eccleston. They all had the widow's peak like Chris Eccleston. I was like, I guess if I had a widow's peak, that would be my costume. You know, leather jacket, black shirt, black pants.
That was the only thing that made me look not like Victor Sullivan was I didn't have the kind of widow's peak going on, but I did have the hair
good,
slicked back.
You look good.
There's actually a good picture of me without the mustache on, but I'm at the pub and I'm drinking. I'm like about to drink.
And you look just like a weird old guy.
Yeah, I look like a creepy old dude. It's cool. But if that's me old, I'm cool. I'm cool with that. I'll take it.
Cool on the other side of the pillow. Yeah. And my last really cool thing was I was walking to the bus to get the bus to leave, and Grant Bowler, the star of Defiance, walked right past me, and I went, "Hello." I said hi like this, and he went, "Good eye, mate." And I went, "Life fulfilled."
And then you went, "Cream in my pants."
Yeah. Jizz
in my pants.
He might have seen my vinegar strokes.
Jizz in my pants. Jizz in my pants.
He might have seen my vinegar strokes. I don't know. But he's like talking to someone. I want to like say more to him.
I like that was a question.
I didn't want to interrupt him.
By the way, I like that there was a question at the league panel. Are there going to be more vinegar strokes? I want to see more vinegar strokes.
Like, there might be more vinegar strokes.
Do you want to see a dude jizzing? Like, weird.
It's like, there's going to be weird ones, going to be like inappropriate. I'm like, that's every one of them, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like their whole point of the show.
Have you seen the show before? Like,
Shut up, get off.
Yeah, like,
next question, loser.
Yeah, what panel was it that they had the most awkward questions?
No, but right at the end of that panel when the girl asked the last question and Paul Shear goes, "Shut the fuck up."
Oh yeah, because they're like, "Are you guys rude in real life?" Actually, that was like a strap line for one of the IGN articles about the league. It was like the league tells you to shut the fuck up or something like that.
It was great. I was like, yes, that's just what I wanted. Everyone gave the finger afterwards. I was like, this is awesome.
I like how Jason Mizigos came out with the fingers. That was good. Because it's like his thing now. He could be the nicest guy in the world. Doesn't matter. They want to see Rafi.
I think he's becoming Rafi. I think
he always was Rafi, just like lower level.
Yeah, I think he's becoming more him.
He's like Super Saiyan Rafi.
Like it's like how Heath Ledger died. I'm getting scared now because I'm thinking like, like he might die in a shootout.
Mizigos has been that guy. He's just more into.
He's like
the Rafi
turning
character.
the dial up. Yeah, but
like that's what he says. Like when people give him weapons and things, he's like, I don't want this.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun. The last day, we left a little early because
we left.
We were literally like punching through people to get through them, and I was just trying to find a 20-sided die. That's all I wanted. Couldn't find the place.
Really?
There's one place that had them. And we
were there. We were there.
Couldn't find it.
If you would have told me, I would have bought them for you because there was a whole bunch in my hands. But I was like,
I couldn't.
But we were buying some games, and Gene was already cashing out. So I was like, okay, I'll just leave them.
Yeah, I couldn't find it at the end, so we just.
When we bought
Wait, did they hear you, Jamie?
Test this.
You want to talk again?
They hear
The what?
When you bought the games.
Yeah.
That's all. We're talking to this
drink.
We're not talking to Jamie anymore. Okay, hi again, podcast.
No, she's talking.
No, we're fine.
These people are gonna be drunk. Keep talking. They have to drink when they hear Jamie, so it's all right.
I love you, baby. I think it's a good place to end.
Good awkward place to end. But anyway, New York Comic Con was great. I had a lot of fun.
We're gonna try and do the Big Daddy Comic Con.
We need a cheaper hotel next time.
We're gonna do San Diego, I think, next year.
Really? I don't know if we're getting there.
Because with my new job that I just got, which you found out in all the other podcasts we ever talked about, in the last like 3 at least.
They're letting you go to San Diego?
No, but during the summer is when I get the vacation basically, and July is when they usually have San Diego Comic Con, as opposed to October when I will be working a lot and not be able to go to New York Comic Con.
Oh, so you're not.
Also, I don't know yet, but also Ted said he wants to go to regular Comic Con, and he's like, "Oh, I'll totally go with you guys." Ted being my sister-in-law's boyfriend. He's a really cool guy.
We'll just call him a brother-in-law.
We lunch with him.
Good times. Hey, thanks for stopping by. We're all done with our stout, so we hope you guys are done with your drinks. If not, you had to take a couple shots because you heard her voice anyway. So,
Fing, tang, foom.
Fing, bang, boom. Stay classy.
You too. Bye.